So let me show you all the tools needed for this project. This is a quite simple project. It's a nice DIY project that you can do. So we're gonna need a 13mm deep socket, of course the ratchet, maybe a flat screwdriver, maybe not, and the most important thing, the brand new shocks, the compressor, okay, the strut compressors. Now let me talk a little bit about these compressors. I know there is a lot of choices out there, eBay and whatever. However, every time I use either struts or air chocks or whatever, I like to use these guys, man. This is VIGOR. VIGOR, some people pronounce it the VIGOR, but the pronunciation is not important. What important, it's the quality. I have never had any problems with these guys. For the price, they are the best, all the way from the shipping, customer service, and everything. I like to use these guys. And here is the puppy. Alright. I really recommend these guys. It comes for the whole kit. Beautiful, brand new. The shafts and everything. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you right here, down in here, a link for these guys. I highly recommend it. But anyway, too much talk, and let's get to the point. Let's get it installed. Remember, guys, this is VIGOR air suspension. So first we have to know the location of the compressor, which is on the butt of the SUV, usually on the driver's side. So let's get to it, guys. So the very first thing that we're gonna do is put the this puppy on ramps. I personally don't like to use anything else but ramps. I don't like jack stands because one time it fell on me. They broke. Obviously they were not good quality, but in my case I feel very secure with ramps. Nothing else. No jacks, no stands or anything like that, but ramps. And this is how we put the ramps. So the best and easy way to put the ramp is to put the ramp already against the wheel, straight, and then push it with your feet. All the way. So that way you can start grabbing those circles right there, which is made to grab the tire. So let's put the other one then. Alright, and I'm putting the other one. So let's get started. I'm gonna lift the vehicle and put it on the ramps. You do it slowly. You don't grab speed, just do it slowly until you feel this little bump right here. Alright guys, so it is on the stand. Make sure it's between the those bumps right there, and then after that, just make sure you put the handbrake. Alright, don't forget that. And now we're pretty secure to start working on it. You don't really have to lift it up, but it gives you a lot more space to work on. Like I mentioned before, the compressor is on the butt of the truck right here on the back. All right, so it'll be a lot more easier to work you know, underneath. All right guys, so let's get started. Okay guys, let's continue. So remember where we're at? We're in this corner right here. Now we got these two 13mm nuts that we have to remove right in here. Now if you go to the back of the frame, pretty much where the tire is at, you're gonna see that hole right, where is it? Right here. You have another one. Okay, you gotta stick your deep 13mm socket and do it. So I got my 13mm socket. I have a small ratchet, so I'm gonna use this support and take it off. It's as simple as this. Okay, try to loosen it. Now do not try to bring the nut out of that hole. Once you got all of them loose, this thing, you kind of push it like on an angle and they should come out like that. You see that? And here, you see how they came out? All right. I want you to take a look at the holes. They are, so that way you can throw them in an angle. Okay? Alright. So let's continue with it. You should get these holes and all the hoses. Okay guys. So I want you to take a look at this connection. Alright? This is kind of like easy to take out. You probably don't need a screwdriver. You probably will, probably not. It's not that strong. But once you have it out like this, you can probably take it with your own hands. Okay? Just like that. And put it aside. Don't lose that, unless on the new one it comes with the clip. But then you pull this hose. Once you take that clip off, just pull this hose out. Now the only thing we gotta do is disconnect the connection, the main connection, and pretty much we got the whole set done. See that? All right. So let's just disconnect that, and we're done. Okay. As far as the removing the old one. Okay, guys. For this next step, you need both hands. Alright, one to hold the pump and the other one to try to push this thing out of the place. Alright, how do we do that? Like, put in this clip and unplug it. Alright, so you plug this thing in and pull it out, and that's all it is to it. Alright, we got the pump out, the old one, and we're ready to get it on. So let's get to work. Alright guys, so I'm about to do the installation of the new compressor. Now when you do this installations, just make sure the relay for the compressor is also brand new. I recommend that you change that, because if that is burned, or if it's damaged and the compressor runs continuously, well, you can burn the compressor, and obviously that will void the warranty. So the first thing we got to do is just bring this one. We got to connect it right here. Okay, so we have to bring it. And push it in. Alright, so far we got this part done. Now we got to make this connection. Okay, so I want you to look closely at these guides that this connection has and the guiding on the pin. Well, you're going to slide it through right here until it snaps. Alright, snaps right there, it's in place. Now we have to connect this, and this is self, it can only go one way, you cannot miss it. Okay, and this is the way it goes. If you see, this has 2 channels on top, and this is brought up so that way you can stick it in there. Okay, all right, so I got it just like this, and then push it until it snaps. There you go, there you go, it snaps in place. We're good to go now. All right, so we gotta make sure. We're gonna loosen this up a little bit more. We're gonna make sure the pins goes in there properly. Okay, and then we're ready to go. All right, so just make sure you got the gap on these pins and the gap right here. That bolt is gonna go, don't loosen it all the way, it's gonna go inside that hole, and those pins, they're gonna go through there. But before we do that, we're gonna make the connections. All right, so that will make it easier. Okay guys, so let's get it done. Okay, so you need both hands. Okay guys, since I am by myself, I had to do the video by myself. Well, I had to put this little chair so that way I can here, and we're gonna make the connection, the main connect, push it in until it snaps, and this put the compressor and continue with the installation. So guys, so far we got the we're missing this connection for the pump, right? I'm gonna put it right here. All right, and remember this little pin, guys. Okay, we have to stick it in there. We open them up and throw it in there. Make sure it lands on the slots, and this thing, it won't come off again. All right, see that? Okay, all right, this popped off the place, but all I have to do is stick it in there in the holes, and we're ready to go. So now we're ready to install the compressor where it belongs. And again, so I'm gonna put it on that angle so that way y'all guys can see it, how I do it. And I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna grab the compressor. Pops on in here. Okay. pins go in here. Pins are on there, but gotta make sure the nut in here is also on there. And I think I got everything set up. Okay, now with the compressor already in place, I can go ahead and start tightening it. This little chair came out pretty handy if you don't have anyone to help you. If you have two hands, well, that was good. But a second hand, it always comes annoying. I like to do it by myself. Okay, so we're gonna okay, I'm gonna try to, and this one, it's always good to try with the ratchet itself first, and when you know that you have it in there, well, okay guys, I already got the now we got to do the last one. If the pin is kind of loose or it got loose on you, do it by hand, by pulling and turning at the same time until the shaft it gets inside. Then you're ready to do it with the ratchet, guys. Tighten them up. It's tight enough, and I'm just gonna give them a second just for safety. So this one. Oh yeah. And we got it, guys. Make sure all the connections are good inside the pocket. Everything looks good, and we're ready to go, guys. This is it. We completed the installation of the strut compressors, the strut compressor. So guys, this little chair came out pretty handy. Alright guys, look at this. To the side, the compressor is there. Yeah, looking at this angle, you can double check if all the connections are set. Everything looks good in here. The connection, so we're ready to go. This puppy is done. We're done, guys. All we have to do is bring the vehicle down, and bingo. All right, guys. We just completed the installation for the air compressor for struts. The job is done. All we have to do is bring it down. And if you like this video, guys, please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in my next video. It's gonna be so epic. Got it, guys. Fantastic. All right, guys, see you in my next video.